Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents. Today, we are continuing our exploration of the classic traveler adventure, Legend of the Sky Raiders. We are not using classic Traveler, however, we are using Traveler Mongoose version 2. And before we get going, I will introduce the players, and then they will tell me who they're playing. All right. First, I'm going from right to left on my screen as I have you. First, we have MW.
Yes, hello. I am MW, and I am playing Talia Mackenzie.
Yeah, and Talia's she's a what?
She's a medic. She's a medic, and she's also very brave and knows Drew very well. So she knows Drew, and she can pick up on Drew's BS when he's BSing people.
Yeah, and they were also went to school with this woman too, Mirayn, Musandi, an archaeologist or a wannabe archaeologist. No, I guess she's an archaeologist, but she wants to make the big discovery. All right, next we have Ian.
All right. Well, good evening. I'm Ian. I'm playing Drew Kensington III. Most people just call me Lord Kensington III. And I am, I guess, a fabled traveler.
All right. Next we have BJ.
Hello, I've got two characters. The first one is Diwali. He is not quite human. He's comes from a species of, I guess, genetically modified humans who have some adaptations for living in the forest and climbing trees. So he's got kind of tufted ears and retractable claws on his hands. He is background is as a hunter, kind of a forester and woodsy type. And then my other character is Linus Barrows. He is a retired Imperial Marine, and his specialty is just shooting and blowing things up.
Cool. And last but not least, we have Amy.
Hello, I'm playing Triana, and she's an ex-scout. She served on the ship with Katie, and Katie is a former naval officer, and she totes the line, and she's very much, very much a penny pusher, because when money's involved, she makes sure every penny is spent correctly, which may or may not be annoying Drew.
It might, or saving money. All right. So, what happened last time?
A whole lot.
It's a bungle in the jungle.
What's a bungle in the jungle?
Yeah. No one remembers what happened last time.
Oh no, I remember.
No, we were moving, traveling along what we considered the most rapid method of getting there by trying to stay on waterways and then the low ground. And we realized that there was another aircraft behind, or some kind of craft behind us. And we killed, I want to call it a giant slug, but that's not what it was. We killed some monsters.
I think he was like a snake, but I don't remember what he was either.
You killed some little flying things. You almost got run over by a jungle rhino.
Yeah.
And there was this giant snakepede that Talia detected on the scanner, but it seemed to like undulate in the water, but ignore you, fortunately, because it was really big. It's like a crocodile centipede or something. A crocodile with tons of legs.
And I bet he was cute.
Yeah. Probably the natives call it a behir. Hopefully it doesn't shoot lightning. All right. I don't know what the natives call it. Anyway, yeah, you guys are here. There's some other interesting stuff that happened when you guys were kind of you guys have like some sophisticated. This is like a low tech level world, but you guys have some sophisticated equipment. And one of you, I can't remember who, whoever does comms, detected a like something, some communications behind them.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, some communications behind them, and they saw, and then I think Barrows set up his drone, and he saw like some hovercraft, like a 3 large kind of military grade hovercraft in the distance behind you guys. So yeah, did you trace to where the signal was coming from, or it was coming from inside the camp? I don't know if you.
Yeah, we know that we know we got a mole in the camp.
Right.
Okay.
I think his name is Hal Lewis, and he was one of the guards.
Yeah.
And he reports to Irani Talaman. I can't
he wasn't.
pronounce that name. That's what I wrote down.
Well, I think it was actually. Let's see. No, it's this guy here. So this guy is who had the communications device, hidden communication device, to contact the military, and then Hal. He was in the process of talking to Lord Kensington, and they were having a brief conversation that you guys couldn't hear. But before we get into what happens there, I can find your stupid little luck dice, which I don't know what. Let me get your luck dice.
That's okay. We have 50, 60 luck. Just kidding.
No. So this is kind of like a house rule of mine, just to give you guys a little better odds, because the story is really fun, in my opinion. So if you guys could roll a d6, this is how much luck you have. You can spend it 1 for 1 to increase the end result of your roll. So 1 so far. It's a good start. Okay.
Good start for you.
Well, I don't have any meta currency, so I just need a d6 from MW. And from BJ. Okay. And I guess BJ, you did like a
my
syntax error. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
13. Lucky 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's ironic.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
think
that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think Amy, you roll 1 more, so it's per like PC.
Oh, per PC?
Yeah.
Then BJ gets 2 as well. Oh, he did.
You did.
Okay. Sorry. My dice are taking a while to roll.
That's good. So 18, huh? Not as impressive as last time, but
It's okay.
it's good. All right. So you guys are like here. Maybe estimated, see. Maybe a couple days out from the
So, Carl, just a quick question. I'm going to
Yep.
run Traveller at a game in about a month. So each session you're having us roll for the luck dice. Is that how you're doing?
Yeah, it's a house rule though.
I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it in the game when I run it over the weekend. I'm going to credit you for my adopting it.
Yeah, the other thing I also haven't done is in the Traveller Companion. This is like an optional role in the Traveller Companion. You should get like 1 XP a session, and you can actually boost your skills very slowly or stats very slowly. So I think I guess I've been forgetting that. I don't know. So like Amy and BJ's characters have 2 each. Is that right? Or right?
We could.
3 each, and then you guys, Drew and Triana, have 1 each right now. There's no really where to put it is on the character sheet. I think I usually put it under.
Well, under my study periods, I put 2 XP for Kate.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So then under study period or something, that's probably
You
good.
can put it wherever you want. That's just where I put it.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Oh, so here's what you guys see. We'll just jump right into it. So you see like Drew and this guy. What was he? Oh, before we do that, hold on. Just and this guy here.
And so Talia would have one also, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So Drew and that guy are talking. The kind of it seems to start escalating and get a little heated. And then the guy draws a knife on Drew. All right. So Drew, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm thinking that I am.
You guys see this?
What's that?
Yeah, everyone else sees this. It's like they're having this conversation. It gets like heated. Hal starts pacing back and forth, and then Drew says something else, and then this guy draws a knife.
I am going to use my rifle like a club and smash him in the face.
Okay, well, let's roll. Let's roll initiative.
Just for the two of them?
Yeah, I think so. And then when you guys intervene, you know, you have to click on your character, I think, and then.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Can I put this in? No, I can't.
And roll right off the roll initiative. Select token first. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then there's a button. There's a button.
Yep.
Ten. I know I have this guy's stuff somewhere.
Okay, I have the sheet open. Where did you find roll initiative? It's under
the
combat.
combat tab.
In the combat,
Okay.
yeah.
My sheet's going pretty slow. Sorry, guys.
There he is. There he is. Placing this there. Right. I don't have a proper character sheet from him, but I have his stats. Okay. Dex is the second one. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I roll? Do I have tactics? I do. Can I roll tactics to give us a advantage on a bonus to our initiatives?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I got an 8. What'd you get?
No, no help.
Okay.
Mhm.
We can spend 2 to get 1.
I'll save it.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess he's not expecting you to do that. Maybe he's going to threaten you. But you go ahead and close on him with the club or your rifle.
Are we all supposed to be rolling initiative?
Yeah, everyone can roll initiative, but I think just Drew and this guy.
Should I just roll the standard roll with my rifle, even though it's a club and not shooting around?
No, it'd be melee.
Melee. All right, let me find melee. I don't have a melee. I don't have a melee tab.
Oh no. It's gonna be at minus.
I think it's under combat, though, right?
The other thing I have in combat is hunting rifle.
Yeah. Well, go to. Let me see. So, yeah, there's a melee. I put it. I clicked it for you, but it's gonna be at -3, plus any strength bonus that you might have.
What'd you click for me?
Go to go to skills.
Skills, okay.
And you can click on melee, but I think. Well, I guess you could use your dex. That's fine. See what happens.
I see melee right there. It's red.
Yeah.
Yes, Talia will.
There it is. Okay.
This.
Do I need to put the minus? It looks like it already has a -3 in there.
Yep, it does.
There you go.
You swing and you miss. Oops, I don't want to do that. Cancel. Descending. Okay. All right. So all right. Well, you swing and you miss. And he's gonna start. He starts like running. He kind of runs and jumps on the small scout speeder, a small scout hovercraft.
Can Triana shoot at him?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot at him with my assault rifle.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna use the laser carbine, but that's probably a bit much. Maybe the slug thrower.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone's kind of reaching. I doubt everyone had their weapons about them. So everyone kind of gets this round. Everyone kind of sees what the hell, and they see him run towards that little the little scout skimmer. And then so we'll just go back to the top. So Triana, you can take a shot.
Well,
Can you can power down the laser, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
What is it called?
Laser carbine.
Laser carbine. I don't know. You used to be able to in other editions, like power it down.
And it says 0G, so I don't do as much damage.
Yeah. So if you want to power it down, I'll let you shoot at him
and do half damage.
Yeah, I mean the range is probably not going to matter because the range of those things is ridiculous.
Range is 150, but
yeah, it's not going to matter.
She is very carefully going to try and shoot only who she sees as the aggressor, and try very hard not to injure the hovercraft and have to hear about it from Katie.
You can aim right in the action economy. Is there an aim?
Yeah, you can take an aim action.
Okay, doesn't that take up my action this time then?
No, it's a quick action. There's like minor actions and major actions, or quick actions and slow actions.
Okay.
So you can aim. If you don't move, you can aim.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my modifier, she has...
That gives you a +2, right? The aim.
I believe so, but she has a specialty, but I don't know if I roll from the combat tab, will it understand she has a specialty, or do I need to move it over?
Yeah, if it's set up right. Hopefully I set it up right.
Let me look at her skills and I'll tell you. So she's got she has gun combat, and she has a total of 2.
You get a +1 for aiming.
Okay, so add +1 when it gives you the prompt.
Okay, so +1, and then it'll do the rest.
And if you just want to hold on, you can take a minor action to aim for up to 6 rounds and get up to a +6.
Well, I think she just is trying to knock him out.
Yeah.
Well, you have so 18.
But if we're doing half damage, then it wouldn't be a full 18. Just be 9.
Oh, you could do full damage. You got a medic.
Okay.
It's like so that's 20 points of damage. Does he have? He has a black jacket, I think.
And Katie wants to shout out that I will charge you extra for the medic because you are costing us money. He's getting in the way.
All right. So that's funny. So it's there's no pen on the laser, right?
What do you mean?
18, she had 20 points of damage.
It just says 0G.
All right. So he's not dead. He goes down.
I don't know what the KG is, but that's 4.
That's how much it weighs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it burns. You burn through his flak jacket. And there's a hole in him, and he kind of topples over. Drew?
Did I kill him, or is he still alive?
Well, Talia has a 6. Would I be next?
No, it's Drew's next.
All right. Well, DM, if he has just gone down, I'm going to run over there, pull the knife away from him, and start securing him.
Okay, he's still alive.
Okay.
So you go unconscious when 2 of your stats go down. So basically, his strength and dex went down with that shot through his armor.
All right, so can I grab his weapon from him?
Yeah, you could kick his weapon away, or I mean, you probably dropped it. You can kick it away from him and start tying him. All right, Barrows.
If he's kicking the weapon away, I'll go ahead and then start first aid.
Okay. All right. We have a medic. So I don't know.
Yeah, I am a medic, so do you
Okay.
want to do something else?
Well, if he's, I guess he's not dying. He just knocked out. Yeah, I'm gonna, like sweep, kind of scan the area to see if there's any kind of other threats coming in because of all the ruckus. Because I don't know why I did that. So for all I know,
Well, just so you know, I was going to train my weapon on the other crew members, but that's a good idea. Maybe I should try to heal the guy who was just shot. And
No, you could Barrows went over there, so yeah, go ahead if you want to do that. That's cool.
So while we're securing him, DM, I would start relaying the little bit of information I got from him while we were talking.
Yeah, let's go with your first instinct, Barrows. Go ahead and roll your first aid, and then how you can react to that. Let's probably do that one.
well, if he does the first aid, then I'll just train my weapon on the other crew
Yeah,
members.
well, we'll get to.
Yeah.
well, I did a poor job, so I may have just made things worse.
Oh,
That's okay.
shit. That's a credit.
I screwed up. Need a medic. Yeah, I'm gonna play it off like I didn't do that. I'm like, oh, this is worse than I thought. Medic.
Roll a d6.
Might have killed
Is
him.
that line
Circumcised.
So
He
he's
deserved
Granny, you killed him.
no, she probably Triana shot him maybe just under the lung. So you kind of have to make sure his lung doesn't collapse, and you're like, "Oh shit, I made his lung collapse."
Oh man.
So he takes some more damage. He's still not dead, but.
So what do I roll? Do I roll medic for this?
Well, I don't know. All right, so anyway, Drew, you're telling him what happened. So go ahead and tell Barrows while he's doing this what happened.
I'm like, Barrows, while you're making his wounds worse, I was talking to Hal, and there's an ambush of 50 well, he didn't call them pirates, but there's an ambush of 50 waiting to kill us when we get to the lost city. This guy was part of it.
Oh darn!
Oh, Katie, what do you want to do? Katie, what do you want to do?
I guess we could interrogate him more if we can save him.
Katie's going to be very angry that he would
Okay.
do something like that. But at the same time, I think she would be just ready to... Is he passed out or is he awake?
No, he's unconscious.
Can she rouse him to where he's not unconscious?
If you gotta try to heal him or stick him with some drugs.
Yeah, Talia would be telling you to hold on and let me work on him.
Okay.
You could train your weapon on these other two guys.
I mean, I have level 2 in medic.
No.
But she's not going to...
Everyone wants to heal.
No.
Niche protection, people. Niche protection.
No, she doesn't want to heal him. She has a 2 in persuade as well, but she wants to interrogate him.
He's unconscious.
I know.
Yeah,
She's waiting. She's waiting, Carl, so that Talia can heal him, and then she wants to interrogate him. So can she just hold her action and then get back to it after he's healed?
All right, Talia, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do the medic. I'll do the medic thing. So to roll it, do I just click the medic button?
Yeah, I think you get. What kind of med kit do you have? You know what level?
I'm level 3.
No, what level? I know. What kind of med kit? What tech level med kit do you have?
Oh, is that in my inventory?
I hope so.
Medical instruments? It doesn't really say.
Okay. Roll a.
Well, we had medical stuff. So hold on, let me see.
Yeah, we had
notes.
Yeah.
We have a full medical kit that we brought with us. So that would have been on the boat. It just says full medical kit.
Roll a a D4.
Roll a d4.
Yeah, I want to see what tech level it is.
Okay.
3.
3. So you have a tech level 12 medkit. That gives you
Okay.
a +2 on. It's +2 on your first aid checks. That's why.
Oh, okay. So, what do you want me to roll for that? Do you want me to
Medic?
click on the?
Yeah, click on medic. It should give you a prompt for a bonus, and it's 2.
Yep. Here it
Now-
goes.
Talia's going to make a note in the side of the paper
well.
that says that we ordered a level 4, but we got a level 3.
So I rolled a 16. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's very good.
I kind of look over at who tried to heal him before
Barrows.
Diwali. I kind of Barrow. I look at Linus like let the pro handle medical.
So to interrogate him, do I roll?
Well, he was unconscious. He was going to be
right. I was
out for a
waiting
little-
for Talia. He's healed now. So
Diwali. Well, Diwali, what do you want to do? He's not healed now. He's undergoing treatment.
she rolled a 16. He doesn't
I know,
have
but it
to be
takes
totally
time.
Healed. He just
It
needs
takes
to be-
time.
But either way, my question is, what do I roll to interrogate? Is it persuasion or is it tactics?
It'll be persuasion or intimidate.
I don't know if I have intimidate.
Okay, when a player restores the number of characters point, you can see the effect. Oh, geez, you get him 8 points back, so he's definitely going to be conscious
All right, then I can interrogate.
in about a minute.
About a minute. No, next round.
Yeah.
All right.
It
That's
says
cool.
it says it takes a minute.
I hope he has insurance.
Diwali is just he is scanning the perimeter for threats as well.
Okay.
I'm looking for
All
interrogate.
right. So give me. Is there a?
Looking to see if Triana has.
Is there a? I can't remember. If there's a bullshit detector skill in this game.
I'm looking for one.
You use. I think you use deception as a
Deception. Does Diwali have deception? No.
He does not. He does have recon though for just kind of.
Recon's fine because it's a sight thing too. Might be a sight thing.
I don't
I
see.
think recon is scanning the environment, and the deception is used either to deceive or try to pick up deception.
So
Yeah.
what is interrogate under then, Carl? You said intimidation, but I don't see intimidation on the sheet.
Intimidation. It's there. Wait, is it? No, it must be under persuade. I guess you can be
Better
nice.
persuade.
It's under persuade. Yeah, they rolled it up into persuade.
Okay.
So 10. So I would say they both look pretty nervous about what's going on here because they don't know what's going on. The other two hirelings. I guess Lorraine is like complaining. She's like, Drew, what the hell's going on? What did you tell him? That's our guide. And then so Lorraine's yelling at Drew. So Harmon kind of, they both look nervous because they don't know what you guys are going to do. Harmon is the most calm, and then the other guy, Lore, keeps looking over his shoulder back towards the east. Diwali.
The way we came?
Yeah.
Can I, still on my action then, can I just kind of stroll up to him casually?
Well, like not. What do you mean casually? Like you're not hostile, or?
Well, I'm going to turn hostile as I get there, but I don't know if that'll be on my next turn.
It'd probably be like whatever they use for stealth in this game.
I think they use.
They use stealth.
They're stealth, or they can,
Yeah.
Or you can use deception. They're not doing it. Yeah.
Or you can use deception. Yeah, stealth or deception.
Um.
Because I figure like Diwali could like move around the camp like he's pretending to scan the perimeter. Yeah, and
stalking.
It's kind of showing that. I don't have. Yeah, I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll do stealth.
I'm pretty sure he has stealth.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So you're able to get up to him,
and then
well, he's the one who was talking to the the military that are following you, the hovercraft that are following you.
Yeah, okay.
You haven't talked to him yet, but
All right. Still my turn, or are we going to move on?
let's move on
Okay.
because you're like moving into position.
Yeah.
I would say. All right. So I guess is Drew gonna respond to Lorraine at all, or?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not exactly sure. What did she say?
She's like, "Why are you attacking our guy? What's going on? What'd you tell him?"
He
I mean,
pulled
she's
a knife
assuming.
on me. He's part of a pirate band that's trying to kill us all as soon as we arrive at the Lost City. They're trying to ambush us. He claims that they own this planet. I didn't mess up my information.
I don't think so. I mean, you can look back on it and see.
I'm looking right now, DM.
Ian and I passed notes.
We were secretly talking. Yeah, they got an ambush. The whole deal. 50 people waiting on us. They were going to execute us. Maybe even sell us into slavery. I just made that up, though.
All right. Well, give us a deception then if you're making stuff up, or
Okay.
persuade if you're just trying to persuade her, But if you're gonna exaggerate it, that's a deception.
All right, I'm going to go for deception there, DM.
Okay.
I did add a little bonus to it.
Nice. Oh wow. So she's like, she kind of says, "Are all of you traitors?" She kind of looks at, the other Harmon, and then the other guy.
Lore.
Yeah, Laura. All right. Well, this guy comes to as Talia finishes her stuff. I guess he's already zip tied. He's got like a
I got one thing to add to you.
What's that?
I had one thing to add in there as an addendum.
Okay.
He thinks that whatever that lady's name was that sponsored the mission.
Yeah, Lorraine. Yeah, Lorraine.
He thinks that Lorraine's dad knows information and that they have maps to excessive riches and they're all going to get rich. They're trying to take all the money themselves or whatever the stuff is. They know some kind of secret knowledge.
All right. Let's see what Lorraine's reaction to that is.
Maybe she
no,
knows
that is I just want to vindicate my father's theories. That there was a more advanced civilization here than what the Sophons here have become. That they were something starfarers at one point, maybe. It's preposterous. I mean, if their riches are in this discovery, it's just a bunch of rocks out here. So, and you guys don't have to roll. You believe her, unless you don't want to believe her.
Does she sound believable, DM?
Yeah, she's pretty emphatic about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not going to use
do
it.
Righteous about that, I guess. All right. Cool. All right. Okay, so I guess the guy Hal wakes up.
So Katie
comes
can
to
interrogate him.
he tries to reach for a weapon, but he doesn't have one. He can't because he's tied up, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you said it's persuade.
Because y'all are dead. You're all dead.
You were almost dead, and we brought you back.
Because when
you're gonna answer some questions.
Kalamanaru's group gets a hold of you, they're gonna feed you to the fishes or the giant centipede crocodile.
Burroughs is gonna draw his pistol and just point it right between his eyes and say, "Shut up."
Katie's just gonna look at him and say, "Look, I'm gonna give you two choices. One ends in your death. The second one ends in almost death. I think you'd prefer the second choice. First choice is you mouth off again and you don't answer the questions. The gun goes off, you become fish food. Second option is you flip. You tell us exactly what the plan was, and then tell us what they're not expecting us to do, which is to turn right around and attack them. And you'll participate.
While they're doing this, I'd like to search his pockets for any credits he might have to pay my bill.
Oh, he's got a nice cred stick in there.
Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm going to tell him this is in lieu of insurance.
He has a rifle somewhere. He has a knife on him, of course. He had a rifle somewhere.
I'll hand the knife off to someone who wants the knife.
Yeah, everything over the amount of your bill has to go into the pot
to the party.
pay back the amount of time and food that we have wasted on him. So do I need to roll my persuasion now, Carl?
Yeah, yes, please.
And I get it's level 2, so it'll already be in there.
Yeah, if you roll it from there.
Okay, so
hold on.
No modifiers.
It's gonna be contested. Pretty smart. What'd you get?
You told me to hold on. You want me to roll?
Yeah, because let me roll first because.
Well, no, I did it already because you said, what did I get? I got an 8. Okay. Which is probably not enough.
It might be. All right. He's like he's like, well, I ain't gonna turn on Kanemaru, but if you let me live, I'll tell you what's going on.
Well, if you're not going to turn on him, then it sounds like you're choosing.
Well, I'm selling him out.
1.
I'm selling out, aren't I?
I don't know. Are you going to? He's not expecting us to turn around and attack him. He's expecting to attack us when we make landfall, correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so like when you'll get to a village, and then after the village, you have to find this stone trail, and the stone trail will lead to the lost city. That's what kind of Hal says. Okay, that's kind of how you'll find it.
This is where we're turning
to head. You're going over here.
Okay.
You guys are here right now.
Then she's going to say, at what point in time are you supposed to radio in to him again? How often are you calling in? And don't you dare lie to me.
We're not that stupid. It's already planned.
I kind of think
ahead of time.
You are that stupid because we figured you out. So.
No, it's planned way long before. Well, look, you can search me. I don't have anything. He doesn't have any communication devices.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean Lur does?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who's following us, but your little lordship there says that we're being followed. So you're gonna get killed by them or killed by them. He tries to use his head. You get killed by them or killed by them. You're gonna die here on this godforsaken jungle.
Huh. What information did you give him ahead of time?
Well, they know. They already know. They already know how many people are coming.
Right.
They've been there. They've been there. He says. He kind of whispers to you conspiratorially, they have her father.
Interesting.
He works for them.
And so do you.
He says that she's lying to you.
Who's lying to me?
Well, he's lying. He's trying to I don't know. Maybe you don't know.
No, she's not going to trust anything he's saying.
So he's saying that the girl's father is working for them. Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
What's her name again?
Mirayn, I thought.
Yeah, he's saying Lorraine, but Drew and we know her from school.
Yeah.
But we might not know her father.
Well, you guys might be shocked too because you thought her father was like off-world, like where the university is.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
no idea.
Right. We didn't know. But she didn't hear this, right? He's
I don't think.
whispering.
Yeah, I don't think he like disappeared or anything. Let me check.
Yeah.
Well, Katie wants to ask the question of what kind of proof of life that is. Her father is behind us. Can you give us? Because
My word.
it's not very trustworthy right now. So as far as working with him, are you saying he's on one of the boats?
No, he's at the Lost City.
Directing
He's
you
ahead.
in. And you really think, knowing his daughter was coming, he would put his daughter in harm?
So this guy's claiming he doesn't know who's in the ship
Yes.
following us.
Yeah. So as far as Talia and because Talia would have been at university with Lorraine, right? So
Yeah.
Lorraine was off planet. That's where you guys met. So as far as you guys know, he was still back at his institute. This guy, her father, Jothan Masandi. Yeah, was still at his institute, as far as you guys know. But so this would be news to her as well.
Well, Katie's going to say, I think I've heard enough BS out of you right now.
And he claims he doesn't know who's in the ship following us. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's what kind of what freaked him out.
Right. So
From when
the ship's following us. We don't know who that is, and he says the pirates are waiting for us with her father.
Well, they're not. He said he insists they're not pirates. That they work for
Right.
they're employees of Iniri Kalaminard.
Well, not near him. I whisper to like Drew. I say, do you think we ought to find out who's following us first before we keep going forward?
I look right at Talia and say, I've got that covered. I'm going to use my mental powers to visualize what's on the ship behind us.
Okay, it's good to use your mental powers for something.
And that's what I'm going to try, DM. I'm going to try and use clairvoyance.
Wait, you have clairvoyance?
Well, I got psionics. It's one of the 5 things.
Yeah, but you've never been trained in psionics.
Well, I can give it a shot, can I?
Sure, it's at -3.
But do you have Jack of all trades?
No,
I don't know.
He doesn't have a...
Give it a shot. Give it a shot, Drew. You always like to try new things.
Well, I guess if he rolls like box cards, he might tap into something he didn't know he had. But
wow, this could be a revelation.
Does Diwali have that or Barrows?
No.
But if he says that, so Katie and Barrows are probably. Oh my god!
Oh god!
Well, I rolled a 1 and a 6. It's just at a -6.
He just opened a gate into the here come the
demons and stuff.
Demons.
No, it's he got a 1 and a
got a 1 and a 6.
Yeah,
-6 got me.
Yep, because he's untrained and he's got no sonic score.
Does he like get a nosebleed or something?
No,
I look at the guys.
He just looks. He just like does. He probably like, he just.
I think they have lead
nothing
shielding.
happens, Drew.
Yeah,
nothing
I think
happens.
they must have lead shielding on that craft because I can't penetrate it.
Sure, Drew.
I mean, he knows all the right things to say because he studied psionics, right? But he doesn't have it. But you never know. You could find an institute out here or some Jordani willing to help. You never know.
Roger. Well, I wiggled my nose the right way. It just didn't work.
Okay.
So
well, you guys, I
have a question.
Okay.
So, do we know how far back the boat is from us, following us?
Yes, because what's his name? Barrows saw with the drones.
So, is there a way that Triana could take her gun and stealth back there? and do her best to confirm who all is over there.
Let's see.
Because she was a scout, so I would assume that that's something she could do, and she might see if Diwali wants to go with. Because isn't he?
Yeah, those are both stealthy, right? You guys are both stealthy.
Yeah, I mean,
Or good recon.
I think she's got a lot in stealth. Hold on, I'll tell you. She has 2 in stealth. Maybe it's not as much. But...
You could go down there and see who they are. I mean, you do know that you do know that Lore is the one who has the communications device. I thought.
Yes, we
know
know that.
Interrogate him. All right, Diwali, you're behind him, by the way.
Yeah. What's he doing?
He's just looking he's just looking like really nervous, like back and forth, and occasionally he's like looking back, and he's like wringing his hands, I guess.
Okay.
Probably just trying to think.
I'm going to unsheath my claws and just kind of gently like poke him in the side and like leave him there and say, "What you looking at?"
All right. Go ahead and do you have persuade? I don't know if that's what you do.
Let's see what I got. I don't. Do I have persuade? I don't, but I can still try it. Just
hold on.
Good at it.
Would you have Jack of all trades? What exactly does Streetwise do, by the way? Since he's looking that up.
Any benefit from the claws on that?
Yeah, I'll give you. I mean, it should be a boon. That's what
boon. Okay.
I was hoping you had persuade or something, but that's.
I do not. So.
Well, he is sitting there with a gun to his head. So.
I mean, you can use.
Yeah, let's use some luck to make that work.
Okay. Because it's a cool thing to do, but
Yeah.
All right.
It happened.
Okay. Yeah, he's like. Don't kill me.
That really depends on what you say next.
I guess you're gonna push him forward to the others. I guess.
Yeah.
You see, Harmon looks at him and says, "He looks at him, you fucking bastard."
Me or the other guy?
The other guy.
Oh.
Anyway.
He said that to Hal. Harmon did. He's our guide, isn't he, Harmon?
Yeah, Harmon. Harmon's your guy. The first guy you met in the militia.
So he's still been friendly.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's like, Lure says, I'm new. You don't understand. I'm new.
What's that got to do with anything?
All right. So you bring him to the circle. Does anyone want to like try to wring the truth out of him? They'll get a boon because Diwali has him. Well, you get
somebody who's better at persuasion than me.
Yeah, so you get a +1 from Diwali because of the chain.
Okay. I mean, she has 2 in persuade, so +1 from Diwali.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 modifier. Here's hoping. 13.
Oh yeah. All right. So he tells you.
You gonna spin another tall tale about her father?
No, I'm a newcomer to Mirayn, and I'm in the pay of the government. I'm not going to take action against you, but yeah, I've been keeping the government informed of your location.
Why?
The treasure.
So it's the government behind us.
They've been following Missandei. They've been following Lorraine Missandei since she landed on Mirayn. She is known and is suspected that she has the best chance of anyone to find the fabled Sky Raider hoard. Therefore, they wanted to keep a close watch. It's a full platoon, like 45 men, 3 large hovercraft with guns, and scouts.
And they need you to call them
and
and tell
to
them
not help. Yeah.
Who said that? Someone said something.
I guess, why would they keep that from us? Are they using us as kind of a canary in the coal mine? We take all the risks and they come in and.
It's probably because of that low life over there. Kind of motions to Hal. It's one of, I guess I overheard that's one of Kanemaru's guys.
And this is Lur talking?
Yeah.
Katie's going to ask
that
him.
man, because I've heard that Kalamaru guy has like his claws everywhere.
Literally like our friend behind you. She wants to ask him before he continues, what makes you think that they would kill us, but yet keep you alive since you're the only link to them?
Are you asking Lur?
Lur?
Well, because I'm one of their soldiers.
You're expendable, are you not? You're in the boats up here with us. What do you think they're going to do to you if they find out we know now?
Put me at a desk.
No. Well, not the way you think. I don't know. I'm also not going to pay you your salary. I'm taking that back because you've already gotten payment for what you've done so far.
Well, that's kind of unfair.
So is what you've been doing. Maybe if you work with us and you help us.
Well, I can call them.
And tell them what? You've been captured?
Well, maybe you want to talk to them.
Why would we want to do that if you said that they're just going to try and kill us?
I didn't say that. They just want the treasure. They want Lorraine. They want her, points at Lorraine, to lead us to the fabled Sky Raider hoard.
Let me confer with Lorraine if that's what she wishes to do.
She says, I don't know anything about a damn hoard.
Well, she wants to pull Lorraine and the rest of our group off to the side. I'm sure.
Are you going to secure this? You're going to secure this guy too?
I'm assuming we've done that already.
Yep.
And talk to our group and say, look, we can either bluff the ones behind us by Lorraine, you purposefully taking them and we're looking in the wrong place. It's up to you if you want to try something like that. That'll give us the ability to take them out one by one. They've also spun a tale that your father is waiting in the city to take us down, which I can't imagine your father would be doing that. But it's up to you. And it's up to Drew if he wants to pay for an extra week, because it's probably going to put us a week out if we stage this incorrectly. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we can avoid them.
How would we avoid them?
Well, the thing is, we're going to this village first, and maybe we can talk to the natives and they'll know something that they don't know. And I don't know. That's why I hired you guys. Look, you guys you were able to get all these guns, some illegal guns. I won't report you or anything.
Well,
that's nice.
That's nice.
Right. It's only 50, right?
We'll see. We'll revisit this when we get to that city then, if that's what you want to do. But that's the city that they're supposedly going to overtake us in.
Well, maybe we can rescue my father. I'm sure he's not doing this on purpose.
I'm pretty
He's
certain.
a good man. He's a good man.
Do you know how to connect with him? Does he have a radio that you reach him at when he's off?
She tells you, I didn't even know he was here. if he's really here, if that guy's not lying.
He's most likely lying.
I mean, last I left him, he was at the institute.
And would we have a way to reach the institute by the radio? This isn't out
No.
of character talk. No.
No,
Well, that's up to you.
I don't know. I say we keep going. Well, that's what I'm paying you guys for.
That is what you're paying.
Yeah, she's gonna look at Drew and Talia and Diwali and Barrows and say, "What's your vote?"
Well, Lord Kensington was like, so we've got a significant force to our front waiting to ambush us, and a significant force to our back wanting pretty much to do the same thing. Or maybe we can think of one way to get them to engage each other, and then we mop up instead of them mopping up. Let's not be the linchpin. Let's come in afterwards.
That's what I was thinking. Is there a way we can get this platoon to fight these, whatever they are? These guys waiting for us.
Company men, I guess. Hired they're probably mercenaries, right?
Yeah, they're like mercenaries.
Yeah.
My question would be, this is a river here, right?
It looks like one on the map.
Yeah,
Could we go up that river into the lake here, then travel across to over here and get down to where we're going, completely avoiding it?
like avoiding the, well, she says, but how we know where to go to find the lost city? I really don't know. I mean, we have to ask the natives in the village.
I'm sure we could find natives in the village. We just come in the back way over here.
Probably on that island.
Yeah. I'm just thinking maybe we circumvent it and
How
go around.
bad? How much did you browbeat? How much did you browbeat Hal?
Oh, we've browbeaten him quite a bit.
Oh no, you just got it on the nose. Okay, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, he's persuaded, but who has a good deception? Yeah, Drew has a good perception or deception, right?
I think so. Let me look at it again.
Yeah, you can give me a deception check.
Yeah, I got a 2 skill.
Yeah, I think he has the best deception.
We got a 10.
Oh, did he? Yeah, you don't think that
Nice.
Hal's telling you guys everything. Like he could, if he knows where the ambush is, he probably knows how to get there. For example.
Well, he was going to tell them they were going to. Yeah, he definitely knows where it's at. I'm going to apply some pain.
Well, you have Diwali with his claws out.
Oh, well, let's let Diwali. He's a spec. You know what? We can play good cop, bad cop. I look at
Yeah,
Diwali.
I do that.
and
So I think could we just use my claws as just sort of a help?
Yeah, yeah, like a boon.
Yeah.
So you could do, whoever wants to do or you could do persuade, or you could use it as a boon. Either way.
Yeah.
What do
Are
you
you gonna
want?
do? Well, Drew has persuade too, right?
I do.
Yeah, go ahead and use it as a boon. So roll 2d6 and take the highest,
Oh,
or
okay.
3d6 and take the 2 highest. Basically, that's what it does. If you click on boon on the character sheet.
All right. Just clicked on boon and now hit persuade. Correct.
Yep.
Then don't add any pluses or anything else.
No, because
All right.
the claws to his throat. Oh, beautiful. All right. Okay, so Hal. The first thing he tries to do, he says, "Well, if you untie me, I'll draw you a map." And then you guys say, like, "Whatever, dude. Just tell us." And then I think, yes, he says, "Untie me, and I'll draw you a map."
Can you draw a map with claws wrapped around your neck?
Yeah.
Then what she'll do is Triana is going to hold one arm behind him. We're going to untie one arm and ask Diwali to hold his claws around his neck.
Okay.
and let him draw a map. And then as soon as he's done, we'll rebound him.
Yeah. So basically, like, so you guys are here. So basically, like the Lost City. No snapping here. So you guys are here. So basically, like when he kind of draws a map, he said, "Well, this is that village." He says, basically, you just go up the river, and then it's here on this peninsula, the Lost City,
which we could easily go the other way and come into.
Like if you want.
Yeah. So where's the ambush set up?
There at the Lost City.
We don't even. Can't we just go from the lake, go up and around to the water again? Like go up this way? I don't know how to do the little drawy thing. And
like
then
that.
Over to here and then down to here.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be expecting a north approach at all. But I mean, then you'll be on the water. You'd have to like, it's not that these hover things are silent. Oh, I guess they kind of are. No, they're kind of loud. Hovercraft are loud. Yeah, I mean, it's a big.
Be expecting us. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just.
And couldn't we turn the engines off and float in them?
You try something like that. You guys got some tactics and recon peoples.
What do you guys think?
I could use telekinesis.
It works so well.
This is awesome. It's gonna be awesome that we're gonna hopefully we'll play more than one adventure. You're gonna go through an adventure and you're gonna be like, Kensington, you're full of shit. And all of a sudden he's gonna be gone. During a ship maintenance, if you guys ever get a ship, he's gonna be, I got some things to do here. And then when he comes back, he's gonna start, blowing shit up with his mind.
Whatever works. But
that's funny.
Would you guys rather go that way? Because there's no way. Because now he has no way of getting messages back to him. So they're either going to have to follow us that way, which completely splits the party.
Well, also you guys can, commandeer the Laura's. So now that you know that where the ambush is going to happen, so you can commandeer Laura's. You can commandeer Laura's device too, right? His communication device, and spoof them too. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that would be. Trying to think. So could we? How would we? Would we get one of them to just lie for us to communicate back to the military?
Harmon will do it. He's a militia, so he's like he's like reserves versus like planetary.
Does he know they were following?
No, he's like, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, he's not happy about it.
But I could tell him that Laura told me. But he feels that they're onto him, so they recruited me.
Okay. And so, are we going into the town, or are we going up and around and coming from the back? Because I would rather go up and come from the back.
Okay.
And maybe even we send them in the small hovercraft to go the expected way. We go the back way.
Yeah, I think if we cut them loose, though, I don't trust that they'll do what they're supposed to.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Dude, if you cut these guys loose, they're gonna die out here, dude. You see those giant creatures out around?
No.
We have another hovercraft. Yeah.
We have a large hovercraft. We have the small hovercraft. So if we sent the small hovercraft into town the way that we're supposed to be going, where we're expected to go, take the large hovercraft around the back way.
Well, the small hovercraft is kind of nice for scouting, though, for Triana and Duali.
Okay. Whatever.
I have a suggestion. I think I like the idea of going through the back door, but maybe what if we tried something else? Like, what if we made it to the town? Because the ambush apparently is at the Lost City, not at the village.
Yeah.
What if we got to the village? We're gonna get there ahead of the army. These soldiers, they're keeping their distance. What if we snuck out of the village so that they didn't know we left, and then we continue on to the Lost City?
We could do that. Yeah.
We could do something like that.
I mean,
Because then
you could still
they
go, you could still come from a different direction than normal. Right?
Yeah, we could still go, but supposedly don't know where the lost city is. So if we can lose the tail somehow,
Oh, right. That's a yeah.
So make them think we stopped in the village for to rest and
yeah,
recuperate.
and then we we sneak out over the under the cover of night, even if we go on foot or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you can have. Well, House says, well, and then I can tell him we went one way when we went another way.
Is there a way for us to call ahead?
Not Hal, Harmon.
Harmon, is there a way for us to call ahead to the village when we're close enough?
No, this tech level, they're like Stone Age, or Bronze Age. The Sophonts.
Can we get like a Flintstone, a Fred Flintstone car with feet brakes?
No, so, I mean, this is what
the
local Sophonts look like. This, remember?
Oh, okay, yeah. You showed us that before, right? The Sophonts.
Mhm.
Nice, attractive people.
The Miranians, I guess.
Quite a looker. What's down here?
Well, this is like what do you mean? What's down here? That's all swamp. So
That's not a river.
Where?
I wish I knew how to draw on here. This is not a river underneath here.
Yeah, that's a river there too.
I don't know how to draw and get rid of it, so I'll try, and then we'll see. You'll have to tell me.
Yeah, that's like a river too.
Okay.
But this river goes straight up towards the lost.
Is that you? No, I don't know
Yeah,
I don't know how to get rid of the. It snaps anywhere. It doesn't just go away. I don't like this.
All right, don't worry about it.
I'm trying to get rid of it now.
I don't even see anything.
Yeah, we can't see it. So
It's a pink line that it's drawing, and I can't get it to go where I want.
I don't think we can see it.
I don't even see it. So.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I don't think you're broadcasting it to others.
I don't know how to.
That's right.
I don't know how to.
There, I see something.
I went on pen and line, and it's a pink
I did that. I made that little yellow half circle.
Okay.
So then what you do, Amy, is take the pointer and select your line, and then you can delete it.
Okay. Well, it's
So
not even snapping there.
Oh, I see something up there.
Okay.
Here
That's
we go.
what it did. So if I do freehand, will it let me draw?
Yeah.
Instead of
Yes.
snapping it everywhere?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see if this works. So this here is not a river.
I don't know where you're talking. Oh,
No, I see
that
it.
is a river. Yeah.
So we couldn't go from here down to here and then come back around here? If that makes sense.
But this, yeah, I mean, you could, but as long as doesn't matter how you go, as long as you kind of try to spoof them.
And now
Yeah, so we'll continue on to the village then. This is my idea. I'm open to any idea. I'm just a humble medic.
okay.
But go to the village and try to lose them from there.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that idea. Just make it look like we've camped out, and maybe they'll wait, thinking, "Oh, they'll move on soon and lead us to the lost city."
Okay, and you said how? How do I delete my lines, or can you delete them, Carl?
I can delete them. Yeah.
Okay, good.
You can use the pointer if you use the pointer tool.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't
select
even,
tool?
It won't even let me do that. It just there's pink things all over my screen. It's kind of interesting.
That's fine.
Okay.
No?
Oh,
Right.
I don't like this at all. That's why normally I don't
that's
do
fine.
that. There we go.
It's fine. All right. Okay, so what are we going to do? Hal's pretty messed up. What are you going to do with him?
Let him be messed up. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think we can trust him to be hands free and moving.
He can recuperate in the village.
Right. And then lure.
I mean, I'm willing to actually tie a rock around him and drop him in the river.
Let a centipede crocodile get him.
Yep, feed the wild animals.
He doesn't.
Well, I don't think we should do that. What if the army guys come up upon him somehow? I say we keep him bound and.
Okay.
I am a medic. I don't like that idea.
He is cordially invited to sleep on the floor of the hovercraft with a blanket over him,
That's yeah.
bound and gagged.
Oh yeah, let's do that. He might be of use later.
Yeah.
I'm not saying off him. Just he needs to remain quiet at all times, and maybe do that with Lure too.
They're now
Yeah, all of them.
hostages. Now they're hostages.
Yep.
Yep.
Now
Okay,
we
so-
have to ask Lore, who's the military guy. Are you supposed to check in frequently with with the rest of your platoon?
Yeah, well, he does have to check in at certain times. Yes.
All right, so now our guide is a military man too, right? So he would know if this guy's making a secret message, like a secret SOS message. Would he be able to figure that out?
Yeah. Well, he's willing to help out. I mean, to help out.
Yeah, so we got to let this guy check in at his regular intervals
Mhm.
with a gun right to his head. And then our guide hopefully can tell if he starts going off script. In community, and hopefully he hasn't heard our plan. I think we were
I
not
don't
talking
think so. No.
freely in front of him. Right. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we can write a script out for him based on what he would have to call in, and either he reads it that way, or we'd at least know what he's supposed to say.
Mhm.
Right. We'll just have to trust he'll be honest when he calls in, or we're just going to kill him. So
Or
that
he's
might be
gonna-
enough.
Yeah.
He's probably not paid enough. He's probably not that loyal.
One would think not.
Yeah.
He and Hal can prove themselves to us, but for right now, we don't trust him.
So should we continue then on our way? Let us proceed. I have a feeling we haven't been moving during all this, right?
No.
We need to
No,
keep
which
going.
means they're probably catching up. So it would mean if
No, I mean, this is like at night, so they've also stopped. You know?
stopped.
Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. So in the morning,
Evening,
we'll get going when it's safe again, and
Well,
I think we got a plan.
couldn't we go at night so we're further ahead of him?
Oh, it's dangerous.
How dangerous?
Look, they don't know that we know that they're on to us. So the best we can do is just continue to behave normally and not get cause for alarm.
That's a good point.
Don't overthink it.
That's my job.
Let's just get our rest.
Katie's job to overthink it.
I'll use the night before as I settle in for bed to check his credit stick or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a Bitcoin stick?
Yeah, it's like 10,000 credits.
He's got 10,000. So I will.
We're not
I
doing
need
that
to take
bad.
I need to take 8,000 for my medical
Here.
care, and I will give 2,000 to the the party
Well, I mean,
treasury.
be completely honest, Talia. It is $5,000 for your medical care and then usage fees. So you get the full 8.
I'm gonna get the full 8. Yeah.
You get the full
The
8.
processing fee. There's the consulting fee from the pharmacy and the radiation.
Yeah.
The X-ray lab. There's the
The heart
I mean, it's
resuscitation fee.
I'm not the one that nearly killed him. We'll remind you of all that.
No, it was the triage.
Right. I'm not the one who even tried to help him badly.
It's okay. It's a teaching hospital. You have to expect things like that.
All right. So
Yeah, you guys are lucky I'm not taking the whole 10,000.
60.
Katie's not taking all of it. She just wants more in the loot pool to pull from in case we need to purchase things.
Okay, so you guys move down the river, probably to about here.
I hope we make the village tonight. Ooh,
Yeah.
we're getting close.
We'll see. I mean, of course, I got to roll for encounters, right?
So if you roll for encounters for us, do you roll for encounters for the ones following us too?
No, I don't usually, but maybe I could, right? You're on the river terrain. Okay.
Because here's my thought process with that. We
Mhm.
had those large, I guess you could call them alligators, And I'm assuming that Diwali
Okay.
could have talked to them and told them to go attack them, right?
All right. Well, the during the day it's pretty uneventful.
Mhm.
During the days of travel, you might see something, but it doesn't approach. You see. You see like I guess a hijacker, whatever that might be.
A hijack.
What kind of creature would be a hijacker?
Mm.
I'm watching Carl. I want to see his style when he rolls random monsters. Does he smile when he when he rolls on something good? Like
If he does,
So,
we're in
like-
trouble.
So you probably do pass them. Like they're not as crazy looking as the as that giant undulating centipede crocodile, but some other like a hijackers like scavengers that steal the kills of others. I guess with like a hyena, but a scavenger like in the jungle would probably be like, or along the river would be like a crocodile, some other sort of crocodilian type species, just sort of basking there in the sun as best they can as you pass by a group of them.
Wait, I request a slowdown, so we can identify this new animal.
Yep.
For our our presentation.
Yeah, because you're going. Yeah, you're kind of going to give a presentation of your kind of journey, your journey down the river. It's going to be called Mirayn Queen.
Yeah, exactly. So this will be. Let me see. We have the Kensington mosquito.
Yeah,
We had the McKensington Lake. We called that other one the McKensington Lake. So now we're coming up to a new lake.
Yeah. So this monster we'll call. What do you think, Drew? We'll call this the Mirayn. It looks like crocodiles. You're saying?
yeah. Well, it's a hijacker, so they're like creatures that have claws and teeth, and then they, yeah, probably like you know what? Probably like monitor lizards, like Komodo, but hexapodal, kind of Komodo dragon type things.
Let me see. Would I know? Let me see if I know anything about them. Maybe we could take one for a pet.
Oh, is this maybe it's the same type of creature that you saw before? But bigger.
Is it?
Well, it says one. Never mind.
Hold on. Where's my? It's under science.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Xenon. Okay. Let me make a roll. Let's see if I know if they're friendly or too dangerous to bring one on board. I'd like to have
definitely
one.
Too dangerous. They're huge.
Oh, no. Okay, they're too huge. Okay, so we'll just name it then. We'll name it. Okay, we'll call it the Mirayn Dragon.
Yep.
Sounds exciting.
And take pictures of it.
Yep. Cool.
I'm assuming we have cameras and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Well, you have on your.
And we have the computer, so you can be logging.
Well, you do. You have you have your heads up display, so you can just click. Click.
Yeah. All right, we could continue. We got the Mirayn Dragons.
Would the group
so you probably
would the group that's following us have a computer on board too? That maybe we can try and hack into?
It's tech level 7. I mean, probably.
I mean,
I don't know.
Katie's got electronics. Let's see, what does she have?
I mean, you have to do you have to do comms first, and then after that, find the right.
She has level 2 computers at 3. So if you can get the comms up, she could try. I mean, if we could hack
there's a risk.
Yeah.
If you fail and they figure out we're trying to hack in their computer, then they're going to know we know they're there.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what do you want to? What are we going to gain by hacking into their computer?
Well, I was kind of hoping that we could shut them down. Like maybe their computer is linked to their hovercrafts.
Oh, I see. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think our computer. I think our computer is more like a
little laptop idea.
Yeah, it's not like a starship with like a computer that's integrated into its functions.
No.
It's it's ours is like a laptop or a data device that we just.
Yeah, I don't think you could be able to do that.
Okay. It was worth a try asking.
I mean, you'd probably have to do it like you could probably do it like mess with their computer if you physically were in contact with them, but probably not remotely.
Okay.
I think they're too low tech.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea, but
Yeah.
I think it's better not to poke.
Yeah, there's
poke the bear there.
There's no like, World Wide Web or virtual reality on this planet.
There's no internet on, so I don't know how we've.
Oh no, it's tech level set. I know it's like low tech.
Good thing we don't have any post millennials with us on this trip.
At the moment.
Okay. All right.
You do not have any bars? I can't get a signal.
All right. So I need someone to make a deception roll to see if you continue to spoof. You'll get a boon. So whoever
I
has
don't.
Who's got the best deception of us all?
I thought Drew.
I've got 2.
I don't even have deception,
I don't have it at all. So
which is surprising for a doctor.
I mean, Triana doesn't have it, but she has Jack of all trades, which would be the closest for her. So you go for it.
Drew
All
with the boon.
boon.
You have the boon because Armin's helping you guys.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
yay!
Woo! It likes 13 tonight, doesn't it? Look how many times we've gotten a 13.
Yeah, I think that's what you're calling it. That's the big multi-legged. That's what you see another one of those, which is kind of cool. Basking in the on the side. Another one of those. Like,
Oh, really?
It was like the first you saw it swimming before. This is the same thing you saw before on the river.
Yeah, the carrion swimmer. Yeah.
Was it a carry-on swimmer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was okay.
I forget. That's the one I was calling.
The dragon.
That's the one we're calling the Mackenzie.
Dragon?
The Mackenzie swimmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said they're not friendly?
And then these ones you're calling
Mirayn dragon.
Mirayn dragon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then you have the
Kensington mosquitoes.
Kensington mosquitoes. Okay, cool. The next day you definitely make the village for sure. Let me see if anything happens along the way. It's still river, right? Is it river or jungle? I guess it's mostly river, isn't it? Yeah, it's mostly river.
We're mostly going to follow the river. Yeah.
Ooh, something happens.
Uh-oh.
Another one of those things. Dang, they're everywhere.
The dragons?
The dragons?
The dragons, yeah.
Oh, they're so cool. How close to the village are we when we encounter it?
See how many hexes we got. We were here, right? So 1, 2. Roll a d6 and see. One being, you're probably about like here.
Pretty far. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna see if we could convince the dragons to attack the army, but forget it.
We could still try.
You have an animal handler.
Could still try. They could have a call where they call more of them.
Yeah, who's our animal handler?
Diwali.
Hey, Diwali, what do you think?
Barrows hasn't done a whole lot, but Diwali has.
Barrows almost killed Hal.
Yeah, Barrows is just kind of in. He's there for muscle.
Hey, you guys didn't die in the streets when we started this whole thing because of Barrows.
Right. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying he doesn't go out adventuring. He protects his.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing? What are we doing with an animal here?
Maybe we can get these Mirayn dragons and train
dragon.
Yeah, maybe we got a singular one here, and maybe we can have it call its family and train it to attack the next ship that comes by.
Okay, here we go.
Hey.
It was a success.
It's a success, right? All right. Yeah, I guess you guys can travel like 8 hexes, and you were like here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have like about 3 hours of playtime, basically.
When we get to the village.
Before you get to the village, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to find a different kind of bar at the village.
Taco bar.
They might be too primitive for that even.
You never know.
Good.
I mean,
Hijacker.
so this creature that you have the picture of over here, Carl, we didn't see any more of those. There's not
No.
any in town because Triana really liked those. She thought they were quite cute. Maybe not that soft, but very cute. Fun to ride. Could make a petting zoo in the town if we wanted to.
Oh yeah, you really wanted to take that with us, didn't you?
I did want to take him with her.
Her. It looks like a he.
Well, it was like a moose protecting its young, right? So,
Yeah, it was a girl. It was a
Yeah.
mommy.
all right,
Mommy.
so let's see what this thing does. All right.
Hey, mommies can be boys. So
Get mommy's way. They'll bully you. That's for sure.
Okay. So interesting. So it doesn't flee or attack. You got exactly what you kind of needed. It's kind of lucky. So 6 minus it flee. 6 it either attacks or flees. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe it was something else. Oh, that was that one. Okay. Oh no, you're right. It was like a carry-on eater. The other one.
yeah, we had to carry on either. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So these are gonna. That's good. They're gonna flee. But Diwali, you can. You got an 8, so you can. You can try to corral them or push them in that direction if you want.
Okay.
So I guess the other that since you got the animal handling, just give me a recon.
Be calm.
Can Triana help in any way?
Yeah. Does Triana have recon?
I do.
Yes, she does. I'm looking.
Do you want to do a chain?
She has 1 in recon, and Katie has. I'm waiting for the sheet to come up.
I have a 3 in recon.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to start so what does Diwali have? But he's kind of got to take the lead because he's driving the
Yeah,
animals.
because he's training the animals.
Get a
So
two.
go ahead and
Right.
roll your recon, and then Amy, you can roll your recon. And those could be bonuses to Diwali's final
Okay.
roll.
Okay, so
Can I roll 2?
Yeah, both you guys.
All right.
And it's the degree of success divided by 2, right?
She got a 5.
Yeah, that's gonna be a minus.
Well, how many does she need to succeed?
Oh.
8.
I got an 8.
Can I?
That's good. So that's a +1. You can you can use 3 to get a +1.
I think it makes sense to do it. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, I'd like to use it to make it a success for me and
So
a
you have-
success for Talia.
Well, Talia already succeeded, so it's a plus.
Yeah.
So +2, Diwali.
Oh!
Oh!
All right. So where do you want this thing to go?
Is he bringing more?
You can even have it over. I mean, so you can even have it overrun the scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
I think
that's
that's what we want to. Yeah, they don't know it was us. It's just a natural, they're out here in the jungle. Who knows?
I mean, this thing is like 3,200 kilograms. It literally is a dragon. 3,200 kilograms
Yeah,
of claws and teeth, and it's armored.
this is like a Battlestar Galactica episode. We're
Wait,
gonna make
now-
wild- yeah.
Or like
What
a
we
Star
doing?
Wars, or like a Star Wars
Well,
episode where they always get
think about that.
the big
Didn't we-
monster to.
Didn't we want to trick these guys into fighting the pirates for us?
I don't think we
I
have
don't know.
to if we have him fighting the
Or
dragons.
maybe we could take the dragon and stick it on the pirates.
Wow.
Well, no. Let's just slow down the army a little. Give us a little more
Yeah.
time in the village
Time.
before we
Yeah.
sneak away. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
we quote unquote don't know that they got attacked by dragons. We know nothing
Alright,
about it.
So that's
And we're not really sure the dragons are ultimately going to do it, but
We're hoping so.
I hope so.
all right. With that roll, you can definitely outmaneuver any scouts that they had. So you could take out the scouts and maybe like one of the hovercraft if you wanted to. With that.
Oh yeah.
And then
That'd
after
be
that, they either drive it off or probably won't kill it, but they drive it off.
Well, I hope they don't kill it, but that's not our concern.
So
I mean, they're gonna open fire on. You hear like so you kind of do. You hear like screams and stuff as the scouts like pew pew, and they probably aren't even able to penetrate with their small arms. Aren't even to penetrate its hide. And then you hear like the sound of like machine gun fire from the hovercraft. Some yells and screams. I don't know if you want to get with the 4T. You can probably get close enough to see what happens.
should we have Lur call in and say, what's going on back there? We're hearing noise. You're going to give us up.
Yeah, so you guys probably hear the machine gun fire some distance away.
I say
Other
we
guys.
we hightail it to the village now. Let them deal with that. They'll have to regroup and give us some time to get in the village and figure out how we're going to sneak out of the village.
Yeah.
Can't we just bypass the village? We know how to get there. Can't we just keep going?
At this point, I don't know.
Well, I mean, is anyone? I mean, anyone who has archaeology, you might want to. So Lorraine would want to talk to the villagers, just because
Yeah, we might learn
Part
something
of
about
the-
the lost city
as part of
anyway
the-
from them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, we can stop and talk to the villagers, but then get in our boat and go. We don't have to spend the night.
Well, you can rest and then switch you guys. It's gonna be bright, like dark and stuff initially.
It's very dark.
Okay. Yeah. Just because jungle. And I'm assuming that Barrows is sending the drone up ahead. So that's why you can see there's like jungle to the like north and south. There's jungle terrain. And then so you get the drone can pretty much map out about each of these hexes is 5 kilometers. The drone can map out about 10 kilometers on either side of the river. And then it just sees jungle. Maybe in the distance there's like lake, finds the river, this one, and then the river going up this way. And then this is like swamp, like deep swamp here. But then there's open water this way as well.
So, are we going to make?
I'm sorry?
What's that?
Say that again.
I said I could just use my clairvoyance along with the drone.
It's so effective. You should.
So, are we going to be able to make the village though before
Yeah.
nightfall?
Yes. You had 3 hours to spare. That's probably like a 2-hour operation, to mess with those guys.
Well, Triana would like to request that the next animal from the jungle that gets named is named George Kensington. George McKensington, because George of the jungle. Our people are moving all over the place here
Yeah, I'm gonna put them.
into the darkness.
Oh, okay.
Just easier. Just get them out of the way, but they're on the side there. Okay. Yeah, so you make the village, which is cool.
Well, Katie would like to take some of the credits and head into town and replenish any supplies that we might be low on.
But, I mean,
and act
can't.
normal.
It's not like a village like that. I mean, it's a primitive village of these Sophons.
But she doesn't
Like
know
huts?
that, so it doesn't mean that she's not going to go do that.
But I think we can see like the whole village when we pull up, right? It's like
Yeah.
huts and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like huts and stuff. Yeah, pretty much.
Do we have anything to trade with them?
I don't know.
We ought to tell
we need to do some sort of probably diplomacy, whatever the equivalent of diplomacy is.
Yeah, we need to do some diplomacy and let them know that they're in the presence of the
Royalty.
Lord Kensington III.
Yeah, so the
Would
village.
our archaeologist friend be better suited for that task?
Yeah. So Lorraine, I think she says the village name is Adala Naira, and generally these are like the coastal tribesmen that we've met in the city, and they should be friendly as you guys approach.
Well, I
They
have-
definitely,
I have
although like
stewardship, and I have advocate. And I have diplomat.
Okay. Oh, you do have diplomat.
I have diplomat too. Only a +1.
Yeah, you guys can help each other. All right. So this is a native. Sorry. Wrong one. The natives. Okay. So they're like a hexapodal carnivore, omnivore stock. So, well, they're effectively tech level 0, and
okay.
there's maybe about 80 sophonts in this village. They carry a variety of primitive weapons like spears and clubs. You have heard, if you look in your library data about the natives of Mirayn, they've known to fight each other. Sometimes they have off-world tools, and you can see some off-world tools here, and those are usually used as trade goods. So,
Well, Lorraine can speak to them then.
yeah, Lorraine can speak to them, but you guys can. So you got who wants to take the lead on the diplomacy, and the other person can aid them.
Well, I guess
You
Katie
can roll, Amy. I'll aid you.
I have a 0 in it, so but
So I have the 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can aid, and then Talia, since you're a doctor too, you can
I was gonna say I would offer to heal anyone who might be sick.
Yeah.
I will
Because
aid
what
as
I'm gonna-
well.
Oh,
Right,
she
so-
rolled a 6.
So
Do I
it's
get
okay. It's a
bonus?
+3. No, it's a plus. I was gonna tell you to add a +3 because they're kind of coastal natives.
while they're
Plus
doing
You get a
this,
+2, Talia. +2, Talia.
All right, I'm getting a +2. Here I go.
while Talia is talking to them, can Triana use her jack of all trades and whittle out maybe some spears for them out of wood?
They like look at your like knives and machetes and stuff.
We can give them that knife that we took away.
Yeah, that knife.
Hal.
That knife we took
Yeah.
off the guy. Yeah.
And you guys have like machetes and stuff too. They're very interested in your metal weapons.
Dude,
Whatever-
and I got
whatever
an
Hal
11.
had.
So an 11 on the diplomat. I'm going to offer and ask if anyone's sick. Ask Lorraine to ask if anyone's sick or has any injuries that need binding.
Yeah, so you probably can't speak their language, but there is a sign language that's developed, so you can see she's signing to them, which is cool.
We do have the 2 extra blades that I took away from the ones that tried to attack me in town originally before we met up.
Yeah,
So
they
can
love
definitely
those.
offer those.
They love those.
We can let them have those.
Mm-hmm. Prime directive violations here, right?
So,
Right,
so
DJ?
I'll tell the group, what we want to do is if we get them on our side, we'll sneak out of the village. But then when the army shows up, we want them to tell the army to go in a different direction to find the lost city.
For sure. Yeah, with that 11, sure. That's great.
All right. Yeah, that's the plan.
You got a +3 effect, so yeah, that's great. Yep. Okay. So they do also tell you.
Can they show us a shortcut on how to get there, or is the idea to have them delayed enough and then send them off that they won't see us?
That's probably fine.
Which is fine.
I think we just are going to get out of here before they see us.
Yep. Yeah. So they tell you that they tell you that you actually learn that they remember the professor. They haven't seen him recently, the professor, but they
What?
MW dropped off the Roll20s.
I'm coming right back on. I'm sorry. I accidentally hit refresh.
All right, so they tell you that they remember. Lorraine tells you that they remember her father, and then the other man who they left behind. They helped treat that guy, Lyndon Green, this guy here.
Yeah, the one that was weird in the city that we talked to.
Yeah. So they also tell you that there is a great trail of stone that runs through the swamps near another village, San Alyasa, which is in this direction. Oh, sorry. which is in this direction. But you guys are going up somewhere else, right? So
we're going up the river. They're going to send them down.
yeah, they'll send them. They said, well, you could convince them to send it to tell the army that they sent you to the Trail of Stone, which is in this direction.
Yeah, good. That's good. So, Carl, is the screen supposed to be deliberately blacked out like that?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be blacked out. Let me shift you to here.
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see that, but the rest of it is blacked out.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. Okay.
It's like a fog of war. It's like jungle and swamp.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
you can see like these high points in the distance, right?
Oh,
And then
I see.
when the drone went up, you can't see details, but you can see like there's a big lake or something over here, and then the rivers and then jungle everywhere, and then swamp. The darker green is swamp. All right. Okay. So how late can you guys play?
I could probably do another hour.
Yeah, I was wondering. Ian and
I can go an hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so can I.
Okay, just making sure. Let's take a 5-minute break and then see how far we get.
Sounds good. Let me pause it, and everyone can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe while we're paused. Unpaused.
Just kind of how the jungle looks like, little. Maybe there's a smaller version of your dragon there. So that's pretty cool. All right, so you're gonna try to depart the village. I guess we could just you rest a little bit. I guess I can't remember if you guys have to treat the food to eat here.
We brought our own.
Yeah, so they do share food with you, but I believe that you have to treat the food.
So we don't get sick?
Yeah, so you don't get sick.
Well, Katie made
Guide of dysentery.
Yeah, Katie made sure they had tons of food, and we have a field kitchen with us. So
I think survival skills would go for that, right?
Yeah, it's just undigested. It's just some of the protein is undigestible. It's just different handed, different handed or different.
Wait, I'm going to use my mental powers, my psionic powers. I'll look at Drew to microwave the food from inside.
We do have a water filtration system with us.
I look at it and I'm like, man, that's a skill I haven't perfected yet.
Yeah, too bad.
Well, I'm going to use my psionicology to watch him and incorporate it into my skill set.
Meanwhile,
I throw some food at him.
There you go. I've got 12 on it.
Whoa, he made it.
I just throw a piece of food at him. That's all I do.
Okay.
I now can visually microwave things.
Oh, that's cool.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's. You probably just could do. You could either do a tactics. Someone can do a tactics to get out of there easily, or you can do stealth.
What do I have?
A group stealth, I guess.
Electronics, flyer, gun, investigate, jack. No, I don't have any stealth.
I have tactics.
Well, it seems, DM, that we could just utilize the fact that we're higher speed species and race than them and explain to, be like, yes, and now we are going to move on. We have dropped here and dispensed with knowledge with you folks, and now it's time for us to move on and train others in the ways of
you also, never mind, you already persuaded them that they're going to tell the group.
Yeah, they're already going to tell the platoon to go a different direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So we just bolt.
I have tactics of 2 if needed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We'll tell the tribe. We might see them again. It was all that. We had such a nice time in their village.
Yeah. But it's only been day 4, right? That you've been out 1, 2.
And their willingness
I think this is day 5.
Yeah, so starting out on day 5.
I will speak favorably of them back on our home world as potential trade partners.
Oh, they don't. They have, it's all this is lost on them. They just like the
They
metal
just like
weapons that you give them.
shiny. They just like shiny.
They just like the metal. Appreciate the metal weapons because now they can dominate nearby tribes.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And Katie would like to threaten Lur and Hal that if they say anything on the radio to give up a different position, they will become dragon food.
Oh, it seems like you can't eat the food here.
Oh, we can't even eat it.
No, you
Wow.
can. You can.
Oh, we can.
So because you can hunt and stuff too, but you have your own. It just you have
Well,
to
we
cook it and all
we
that.
can supplement. And
Yeah,
if
you guys have plenty of food.
Triana shoots him well enough with the gun she has, it's fresh barbecue.
Yeah, you guys have a overabundance of food, so and there's plenty of water. You just gotta keep using the treatment.
The filter. Yeah.
We have a water filtration system that we brought with, so
Okay,
Katie
All right,
would
so we're gonna
rather
go-
be over prepared than under.
we're gonna go upriver then, huh?
We're heading towards the Lost City.
Okay.
That's the theory.
Our friend from college, I forget her name already, must be happy.
Lorraine,
Well, she kind of says. So, what's the plan here? Are we just gonna attack them all, or are we gonna? I mean, wouldn't that put my father in danger?
Aren't we gonna sneak in? Are we gonna try to sneak in from the back?
We're just redirecting, don't worry. If your father is there, he will be protected.
Okay. All right. So give me either. Do you give me a drone operation, BJ, or recon or whatever?
Okay.
Recon using the drone, or you can use the operation ability.
Recon or what?
Whatever is better. You can use either remote operations, your drone, or you can use recon.
It's the same either way. So
I'm just opening up the map for you guys because it's so pretty. It's a cool map for the way back.
it looks like there's something right over there.
Oh yeah, is it a number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, your drone spots. What would you spot there?
I was
Because your drone has pretty good range.
I was going to say something funny that number 3 is if you miss 1 and 2, Carl.
Yeah, I know. Messed up.
I'm sure our viewers can figure out.
So it looks like a ruined watchtower. It's crumbling and choked with jungle growth.
And that's where we are right now.
No, you guys are here.
And we're going to where?
Apparently to the edge of this peninsula over here.
Okay.
But you can cut through, or you could even cut through this pass, but it's kind of harder. You could go this way here, and then around. I think you wanted to go like this, and then come from the north.
Button hook 'em.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Or are you going to go in the water right now? What do you want to do? Cut through the swamp or go in the water? Or the jungle?
Well, how impassable is the swamp?
No, actually, this is the jungle. This is jungle, it looks like.
Why wouldn't we just take the water? Is there a reason why we shouldn't take the water?
Well, our hovercraft works better in the water, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it goes like at 12 hexes per hour, right? So you just kind of easily went up the river.
Yes, I mean, I would stay on the water as long as we could. Do I need to roll something for that? Katie has all kinds of stuff when it comes to flying, not necessarily floating.
No, I mean...
And she's got a pretty nasty amount of vac suit, whatever that is.
That's for your spacesuit.
Yeah, she can space like nobody's business, but she can't. Triana can do the hover.
Are there any markers or buoys?
Reason we can't just drive it across the water? I mean,
You can't. Yeah, you are. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, is that
Ian, you're asking if there are any markers or I think he's asking if
do
there are
we
any
see
markers or
anything in
buoys.
the water as we enter the water and start going? Do we see like buoys or channels or anything that would make us think that
No,
this is a regularly traveled path or route?
no. So here, you see your drone spots like another village in the distance down here, BJ.
Well, I'm going to chuckle to myself that village is soon going to die to the metal wielders. This is how you develop lords and masters.
That's very
you-
medieval.
Is that also how you foment revolution?
It's also how you get colonies. You have the natives attack themselves, and then you get the free land when it's over.
That's funny. Alrighty.
Okay.
So, we're going across.
Yeah, I gotta check to see if anything happens.
Next time, we'll just give them malaria.
I'm sure they'd be appreciative. Not
No, I think it's you bring the smallpox. Isn't that what you bring?
Yeah.
on the blankets.
That's awful.
It's very American of us.
We're really not that awful though for anyone watching.
No, we're not that awful. We wash the blankets. We don't do that anymore. That was a hiccup from a long time ago.
I know it was a hiccup. It was a tragedy. All right. So let me see if anything happens.
I think that's what the Spanish did, isn't it? I don't think the North Americans did that.
The smallpox blankets on the northern plains.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they did on the Northern Plains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Spanish did bring stuff to South America that the natives had no.
Not that way. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened on both continents. But
the natives gave them syphilis in return.
Sounds fun.
There's
I thought Europeans already had syphilis by then.
Maybe was that been debunked? I don't know. Has that been debunked?
Oh no! What about
I don't know.
syphilis?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has been. All right.
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's uneventful so far.
Which is probably good.
All right. So you're gonna crest.
It's a party bird right now.
You're gonna crest the peninsula.
There's a number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a number 10 down there. Oh, I see a number 5. I think we're heading towards 5.
All right. So give me.
Possibly.
All right. So 10 down here. That's another village, and then you see like kind of in the water.
Another dragon.
Here and there. No, this thing here is like that path of stone.
A causeway.
Yeah, kind of a causeway. I mean, it's going to show you what it looks like in the jungle, but this is kind of what it looks like, generally speaking. But this would have been like if you guys went down it and looked at it in the jungle.
And that's in the water.
Yeah, it's all in the water. It's like a causeway, kind of sticking out of the water. At this here on the, but there's probably like vegetation here and there, fallen trees and all that kind of stuff this is a swamp lake, right? So you'll see like the stuff, the jagged edges of like, mangrove trees and stuff. Kind of like Louisiana, right? The swamps in Louisiana.
We found Atlantis.
Breaks. Okay. All right.
Is that the Mackenzian Trail?
Yeah. All right. So I'll put you here. So assuming you're hugging the shore as close as possible and not trying to be caught in the open. So
Right.
now I need someone to do me the drive thing, the hover drive, and then BJ, if you have your drone up, I need that remote operations role.
Which one do we use for driving the hovercraft?
I have drive hovercraft +2.
I got level 1.
I have
I also do.
spacecraft. I only have spacecraft.
Okay.
I thought we said that we could use that for hovercraft, but I only have.
Well, I got a hovercraft +2. BJ, what do you have?
A +1. I draw. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
I have pilot small craft at 2 for Katie.
Oh, I may need to spend some luck to avoid disaster there.
Oh, I could have rolled it because I have a +2.
Oh, we're just in one hovercraft. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're just trying
No,
to
you're-
figure out who has
there's
had
two.
the best chance. Yeah.
Oh no! Well, BJ Barrows has to roll the remote operations thing.
Okay, never mind then. Just ignore my hovercraft rolls.
So I'll roll it. I guess I'll roll it then. Here I go. Oh,
Woohoo, we
Oh,
are
very nice.
hovercraftering.
All right, so that's good. So you kind of hug the coast, kind of make sure that there's a lot of vegetation or the land features between you and what you can see, like in the distance, like the see in the distance some ruins, or at least the drone can. So now I need you to make your remote operations, Barrows.
I already made it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Maybe I should try another clairvoyance check.
It could work.
Could.
Might give him a Rubik's Cube to just concentrate on and keep him out of trouble.
you're gonna have blood coming out of your ears.
But it's about the same as the last time.
Yeah, it's just as bad.
I could drop some serious extra luck points on it though, and bump it up.
I think that's all right.
No. All right. Oh, why did I do that? You don't need 2 of you guys. All right. Cool. All right. So how are you gonna approach this thing? Okay, well let me describe what the drone sees first. And you got a 9, right? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this lost city, which Lorraine told you she believes is called Plain Silac. The rough, grounded, heavy jungle makes it very hard to approach over land, so you have to kind of go actually by the lake. So it kind of rises from the shore, lakeshore with many buildings visible in and under the water of the lake itself. That part of the ruins, not drowned by the gradual rise of the water, have become choked with vines and jungle growth, which have overwhelmed a crumbling 5-meter tall wall across the base of the peninsula. So it's probably like a wall here, which is interesting.
Yep. Is there a
And
port?
the buildings, the buildings are massive cut stone blocks, and the overall impression, as you see, Barrows through the drone's sight, is like about a tech level 3 culture. Everywhere, so kind of like medieval time period. Everywhere buildings have been broken down, wall stripped of ornamentation. There are signs of a ruthless, systematic attack, but you don't see any metal or anything like that around.
Do we
as
see
you kind of
a
fly,
port? Do we see like a port? Okay.
No, it's probably underwater. The port.
Okay.
Near this, as you kind of fly through the center of town, you're trying to like be as stealthy as possible, obviously, right? Because people are supposed to be here, so I have to roll for them at some point. But near the center of town, quite unexpectedly, you see a wide, square, shallow pit that's been recently excavated, and there's a row of modern-looking sort of Quonset huts, stacks of tools, and crates of supplies. So it seems like a archaeological dig is somewhat underway here.
That makes me suspect her father is here.
Yeah, and I got to roll for them. I'll roll in the open.
To whether or not they went the wrong way, and if they survived the dragon.
Okay, I rolled a 9. All right. Okay. roll, Drew. Barrows, roll me initiative. I'll take that 7 for initiative. Clear this. Let me clear this first. All right, can you roll initiative for me, BJ, for Barrows? Ooh. All right. Yeah, your drone's gonna take some fire.
Oh no, my baby.
Mm-hmm.
We can fix it. We have all the gear to fix it.
All right. So it gets hit. Look forwards. And 3D plus 2. It takes 11 points of damage. I don't know how much armor it has.
Uh-oh.
It's a machine.
Yeah.
And what did
R2.
they hit it with? A gun or an electronic device or what?
No, gunshot.
Okay. So I'll recall the drone, but as I do, can I see? Can it see like anything about what's shooting at it?
Yeah. So like someone on a large ruined building is like up there on the top of it, like above where the excavation pit is.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of looks up and sees it and shoots at it.
Human?
Human, yeah.
Okay.
So what's the armor on it, or was it? How does that? Do you remember?
Don't know.
Was it in the vehicle handbook?
Yeah. What is it? One of these.
It is a
What?
sky spotter drone. I don't know if that helps.
Sky spotter drone.
Mm-hmm.
Drone.
Oh, is it it's in the main book, I think.
Oh, it is? Okay. There's also some in the vehicle book.
I think so.
But they're shooting at the drone, not at us, right?
Yeah. Damn it. Oh no, they only have like repair drones and stuff. They don't have like actual. Yeah, it's in the vehicle. One of the vehicle books. I thought it was in the main book.
Yeah, I don't see it in
I
the
thought the Sky Spotter was in somewhere else because the
small craft catalog. We look. There's adventure class. I'll look in the small craft. Huh?
Central Supply.
Central Supply. Okay.
I don't know. I'm looking in the vehicle handbook, but that's not the. This is not the thing I was looking at last time, so it's got to be somewhere else.
Central Supply.
Why?
I didn't think I would. Well, I'm
surprised the drone's not in the main book.
they have like remote drones, all that kind of stuff. Where is Central Supply? I know I have Central Supply.
Duct tape is in Central Supply.
Haha.
But I don't see a drone. 600's full name. Ski. No, maybe it is in the main book. I'm just overlooking it.
They really have some great colored pictures in those.
Mm-hmm.
No, I should open up the PDF and do a Control F on it.
Yeah.
So going through the actual the book I paid for, Ian.
Yeah.
While we're taking a brief moment to thumb through these very beautiful books,
The books are great.
we should plug the latest episode of the Dungeon Plunger podcast where he interviews
Matt Sprang, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like a very cool guy. Mm-hmm. A very cool place to work if you like to design games.
Are they they're based in the UK, right?
Yeah. Yep.
The book is beautiful. I know they're using an on-demand printer, but it's got the stitching, I think, which will help keep it together better. I like that.
I think it's in the. I think I found it.
Maybe. Find it?
Well, I hope that UK guy you're talking about's one out there cutting down cameras. He's a hero.
Vehicles, operations, equipment. It's got to be under equipment.
Is it under vehicle or is it under
equipment?
Equipment.
I don't know why it's not under equipment.
I found it.
Where is it?
It's in the, I think I'm in the vehicles handbook.
You're in the vehicles handbook.
Somebody online was suggesting to look in the robotics area.
Yeah.
Are we live right now?
Are we live?
No.
No, I'm looking on my phone.
I was like, wow.
You never knew?
I was going to brush my hair.
Picking my nose.
You can keep that up. We're not live right
now. I thought you just edited that out when I did that. Oh.
Do we just put the red mark up there?
I was going to say, this one will be out faster than the other one.
No, the other one I accidentally released.
But we can talk about that later.
Yeah, but then I took it off. Man, I didn't take us forever to find it before.
The thing is, I can find it immediately in the vehicle handbook, but I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, that's not the picture I looked at last time.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it's on page 66 of the vehicle handbook. They have drones, but I thought the picture we had of a drone looked more like a round thing, not this picture in here. But okay.
Well, why don't you just pick one and we'll go off that?
Yep.
Yeah. But it doesn't have stats for it. It just has.
Yeah. But the one we found had stats in it. Maybe pause it, Amy. We'll find it real quick. Now we will. Sorry about that.
We will be right back, viewers.
It says vehicles seem to have it. Where's the class ships?
It wouldn't be in there. It's going to be battle dread. Portable power systems.
Okay, it says a spotter drone is a type of equipment that can be used for various tasks, primarily reconnaissance and target designation. Technology level up to 10. Cost is $40,000. It can do 1 to 6 minor actions. It's good for surveillance. It is considered small.
Maybe it's under surveillance equipment.
Says it's in the core robot.
I told you.
Is it a small observation drone?
That's what this is saying when you do the Googles.
There is a picture of a drone on page 121 in the archaeology science toolkit. They have a picture of a drone. I'm not finding stats though.
Yeah, that's been the problem, right? We can't find the stats for it. Yeah, there's a drone in there. Yeah, I see that.
Maybe you just need to, let's see, mining drones, probe drones, repair drones.
Yeah. We actually found a thing.
Maybe they're just not stat. Maybe if it gets hit, it's just destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, I might roll that here, but if I can't find it. But the thing is, we had a... You know what? Robot handbook. Maybe.
Oh, yep. It's in the robot handbook.
Man, you need all these handbooks.
Well,
useful the way they organize them, but then it's also like, some things are spread out all over the.
Supposedly, it's in Robots Volume 1 for Traveller Compendium.
Probe drones. Drones are mentioned 46 times in the core rulebook here.
Yeah, it's in here.
Cyborg,
No.
robots, nanobots, microbots, drones. Page 217 of the Robot Handbook. Oh, I want some. Wow, that's cool. TaskBot. It's an Android Varger. That looks cool.
They're on this list in the core rulebook of trade goods, but it
Here it
doesn't
is.
say what its hit points are.
What page is it?
216 of the Robot Handbook. Sky Spotter
Yep.
drone.
Mm-hmm.
One hit.
How many hit?
1 hit point. It's destroyed then. After all that. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
That must be battery life.
But my question, Carl,
Armor
is,
+2. It's got +2 armor though.
Okay.
what exactly did you roll, and did you take into account that it was moving and higher up in the sky than a gun would normally hit? I mean, what gun did you hit it with?
I mean, what's the range? This is IR vision small. It's small, actually. You're right. It's small.
Yeah, so that's -4 to something.
It's -4. It's a miss then.
Okay.
Armor +2, flyer medium, IR vision, small
So
-4.
I rolled an 11, so it's small. So it's -4 to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. There we go.
It will,
See, that's
it
why
will-
we need
it
it.
will flip. It will flip the bird with its robot hand that I installed. No, I'm going to recall.
Sounds good, because we've been, as soon as you found it, everybody's been talking with us. So here we go.
We back?
Oh, yes, we've been back.
All right. So we found the Sky Spotter drone. It is in the Robots Handbook,
They
page
heard
216. Oh, they did? Okay.
that. Yes, they heard that.
And it's small, so it's a -4 to hit. And so it zigs and zags, and it is missed. And then I guess you fly it away. BJ, go ahead and give me another fly skill thing.
Remote? Is it remote sensor or is it a?
Yeah, remote operations.
Okay. Skill. Where'd that one go? Oh, it's under electronics.
Got a 7.
Spend the luck to make that a success.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Or you can spend more to make it like very hard to hit.
I just want to get it out of there.
Okay. All right. So you get it out of there. So this is kind of like what you see. So so this is an excavation site. Right. We're on this other. This is like the map here. The jungle is green, obviously, and it's along the water. All right. So they were like the excavation site. There's someone shot from up here. This structure. It's all sorts of ruins and stuff. So you probably saw about the drone probably flashed a picture and saw like about 3 people on top of their, kind of waiting. So like it looks like they were waiting and looking almost at the excavation site. Like that's the area where they probably will spring their trap. But they have no idea you're here. So I think this is probably a good place to stop as you guys now plan to see what you're going to do. I guess Lorraine says, maybe since you guys are highly skilled, you can rescue my father.
We'll have Drew use his clairvoyance to figure out his exact location.
That's a great plan.
That's funny. That's really fun. Okay. Well, cool. Well, thank you guys for playing.
Thank you
I
for
think
playing.
that's pretty fun. I think, like I said, it's a good place to stop before we get into anything,
Yeah.
All right.
And that'll be, everyone gets like 1 XP again. So
All right.
Wait. Onto,
Where do we put that on our sheet?
Wherever you can.
We usually just put it in the study periods.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in the the dialogue box underneath
Under-
that
Mhm. A good place
I
to put it.
see. All right.
Prime tab.
They
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah. So Barrows just saved 5,000 credits.
Well, thank you for running, Carl.
That's good. So you probably want to so it probably you could probably use, it has an auditory, thermal sensors as well. So
Neat.
So you could probably go through the data and see if you could spot any other people around. It has a 5 kilometer transceiver. So next time we meet, someone can roll computers and
I could try my clairaudience instead of.
That's right. All right.
Yes, you've been practicing it, so you should be pretty skilled by now.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, we're looking at 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Ian, MW, BJ, and Amy for joining me today to play Traveller. I will definitely say that I've changed it a little bit. If people ever read the adventure, they know that it's pretty linear, but I don't like linear. I like player agency and let the players, think on their feet, ask the right questions, and modify the outcome of the adventure, I hope. All right. Yeah. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Good night and good rolling.
Cool.
And we are stopped.